time, I'll start working on
So
stuff
are
too.
we back?
I do not see it. Wait, maybe.
Oh, we're loading.
We're back.
We're on the screen.
All right. So technical issues. Woohoo!
Those are so uncommon for us.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we're theoretically back. So we were discussing a Ruby tier from the MLM. Maybe a candle seller. So Ruby tier MLM versus candle seller. But the actual players would be
Third party.
with party caught in middle. All right, so who are these players? Who's the party?
Do we have to do pre-gens or can it just be?
Customers.
We could do. So I would like to come up with some pre-gens, some like we did with the retailers. And one of the reasons we're doing this is because when we do that, then we can add another archetype that's going to be available for anybody to use.
One of the craft fair tents is a blacksmith putting on demonstrations and selling their stuff, and that's one of the pre-gens.
Okay, so the party is a bunch of crafters.
I love it, especially considering crafters really hate the MLMs.
100%. As somebody who's been a crafter at these shows, yes, 100%.
Yeah. It's like we're having a craft show. Every other booth is an MLM.
Yeah,
It's like,
and especially the terrible shows that don't actually limit one per MLM. Yeah. Oh, good. We've got 3 of these here. Yay.
Did I already shop at your booth? You look surprisingly familiar.
Exactly. And we all know who those MLMs are.
and the worst ones are the ones where you can't tell it's an MLM.
Yeah.
At least not a glance.
All right, so various crafters. We have a blacksmith. I like that.
So he's the exhibitor seller. That's the fancy booth.
Yeah.
Woodworker. A woodworker.
Oh yeah, there's somebody who does some sort of wood burning, wood carving,
wood burning,
something.
And they use a router for like the wood cabin signs or whatever.
They probably do. Yeah. They might do turning and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're specific. This is specifically like an old timey craft fair.
Yes,
where like mostly everybody's dressed up. So
next we have the llama booth.
We have the llama booth. You don't get to say no to the llama booth.
Yeah,
I'm not saying no to the llama booth because I like the llama booth.
We ride anyway.
What if throw a curveball here? Ren Fair.
Nah.
I mean, it could just Celtic Fair.
Celtic Fair you could get away with.
Yes.
Celtic Fair.
So not a true Ren Fair, but a Celtic style fair.
Yes.
I like that. Because then you've got the old timies plus the MLMs.
And then a few mixed crafters.
Yep. Yep. Usually an author or two. I've done a few of those.
You usually have the llama booth, sometimes with a llama, and they're usually doing some sort of weaving.
Yep. That's your fiber arts.
Yep.
Okay.
They could be knitting.
What?
One or the other.
Exactly.
Wait, does this mean that brewer? And from the chat, brewer.
Yeah, there's always like a wine cellar at the very least.
Live brewing demonstrations.
Is there somebody in the chat? I didn't see anything
there
up
is
in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I can't see the chat because of our glitch, so
that's all right. That's what we're here for.
It's all you guys there. All right.
No,
so
I love
brewer,
the idea.
I like the idea, especially for a Celtic fair. I like the idea of the brewer.
Mm-hmm. This isn't in New York State. Let's see.
That place just smells of hops and mead.
There's usually a honey person. There's usually, let's see.
Why not? Let's go
We
with an
could
author.
actually have we could literally have the farmer's market booth.
Hold on.
Let's do an author.
There's always.
Uh-huh.
Ceramics?
There's a lot of self-insertion going on here.
I know, right? There is. Whatever. Ceramics is another good choice.
Hey, they can throw some
Oh,
pots
yeah,
and they can
pottery.
throw some pots. Anyway.
Well, you've got the ceramics, you've got the coasters, you've got all of that. Yes.
There's
All right,
often
Michael, you have a terrible
the
idea.
rock
What's your
and
terrible
mineral-
idea?
Definitely does.
Go.
A legalized dispensary tent.
Yeah,
And
all right.
that's our caster. That is our caster in the free gens.
How do you spell dispensary?
ISPEN.
Legalized dispensary tent.
SARY?
All right.
Look, we
It's
already
close
made.
enough.
Hold on. For the brewer, we've already technically made one of those.
I mean, they could do a little of column A and a little of column B.
Yeah.
No, if we're basing off stuff, I know here in Michigan, you are either column A or column B. You are not
Yes.
both.
Sure.
I love that. All right, so we have potentially 7 to choose from.
I still say we need one more.
right.
There is always the crystal rock salesperson.
That is
Oh,
very true.
Oh, so fits.
Oh, they're
right.
also a caster, though.
Yeah. The blacksmith's going to be very useful with his iron.
Hold
And
on.
then you've got the,
Oh, yeah.
Is the Crystal
the
Rock
Crystal Booth-
salesperson, is that another smaller MLM?
no.
Or is
No.
it
They
more
mine
of
them
that
themselves.
individual?
They're the ones who mine them themselves and drag them in.
Okay. All right. So,
I would like to upgrade the author to not only author/reenactor.
The authors are usually in some sort of costume.
Hold on. And they brought their black powder. Historical reenactor.
Hmm.
I screwed that up spelling wise, but I don't care right now. It's good enough. All right. I dig it. I dig that idea. In full kit.
Mm.
All right. So our blacksmith, is that just a basic warrior type?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a big bruisery, hammers and knives and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's got the sledgehammer when he needs it, but it's but he's
Yep.
also just making those quick little twisted iron hooks
Yep.
and stuff.
Absolutely. This has to be a Celtic fair for us to have a blacksmith with a forge, with a portable forge, and then yes.
Well,
This-
any fair that is pre 1900s themed, you will have a forge of some type.
Yeah.
Even the modern ones usually have a portable forge.
Yeah. And that's again something that's coal fired or whatever yeah. That they use the bellows with, the smaller bellows with. All right. The woodworker.
What would they be more their skill?
Intricate pieces or like furniture, or do we want?
I'm thinking that like the quintessential, the sign maker, the personalized crap.
But they also paint too.
Yeah, so they do a little bit of painting.
Artificer. They have like a collection of things they can kind of snap.
Either
causes
that
effects.
or maybe they're a tactician.
Ooh.
I like it because laying things just right, doing length just right. You have to figure out where you're doing it.
High observation skills.
Yeah, because unlike
tactician and wargamer.
Yeah,
we talked about them. They're an old fogey, right? Wargamer, not warmer.
Yeah, because unlike ceramics, where if you screw up your thrown pot, you just start over.
Right.
Once you've ruined that piece of wood,
it's
pretty ruined.
Fiber arts.
Oh, okay.
That's your artificer. Because they've woven spells into there. Come on, where is there not more? Yeah.
Weaving magic is so fun.
Unfortunately, a lot of it's really negative because they get frustrated, but they try their best.
I mean, in what other crafting form do you sit there and you do things in very repetitive patterns, say lots of curses, and then boom, there's something
made
in front
with
of
love and spite.
I love those tags that are like that. This is made with love and profanity and love.
Yep. So your brewer,
martial artists, they're a drunken boxer.
No, even better. They're a bard storyteller. They hear them all. So they have all the stories and
I like it.
I cannot spell worth crap today.
And I just really, since we did decide it's the llama booth, does the fiber arts have a familiar?
Yes.
Oh yes. Yes.
So your brewer is your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Absolutely.
All the charm, all the with familiar. All right. We have the historical fantasy author in full kit. Probably
Sharpshooter with black powder.
Probably with black powder.
Hedging a little bit there.
You better believe I'm hedging a little.
Make a luck roll. Did you bring the black powder?
No, because even reenactors will use modern smokeless powder.
Yeah,
because it's more reliable. Like do their weapons look old fashioned? Yes. Are there modern conveniences in them in order to make sure that they function and will not misfire? Because that's even more dangerous. Yes.
I was gonna say I've got a replica cap and ball revolver that absolutely uses modern day powder because it's terrifying if you don't.
I love it. Our chat says all they could think about for Emperor's New Groove with the llama familiar.
Yes, absolutely.
No. So we're adding that to the fiber artist. The fiber artist hates being touched.
Except by the llama.
Personality quirk. No touchy.
No touchy.
No touchy.
No touchy.
Perfect.
Optional personality quirk.
Yeah. Of course.
All right. Mm-hmm. Ceramics.
So chat did suggest we need a rogue.
The ceramic rogue.
No. That's I really want to make that the pot dealer. But
you annoy me, I throw you in the kiln.
Oh no. That's not a rogue.
So the ceramics person isn't necessarily firing anything there. Because let's face it, hauling a kiln around is worse than hauling a portable forge around, frankly.
They exist.
Small portable kilns aren't usually that bad.
Yeah, they do actually exist. You just can only fire 1 to 2 pieces at a time.
And they are always small pieces.
Yeah.
Ninja stars made of ceramics.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Everything shatters on attack.
I was just about to say it's like ninja rocks, but
you get hit by a star and it shatters and you're just hit with shrapnel.
Oh, rough.
Martial artists with ceramic weapons. Not the good ceramics, the actual thrown ceramics.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They literally are one of those places where you throw plates to get your anger out. They run one of those.
Ah, yes. That's all their reject.
That was their
They're
training.
really popular anime. They found that they could make a lot of money at anime conventions by making all of these like ceramic fake weapons and like charge dirt cheap prices for them. And they're
I kind of want to change the ceramics, because it's the only place that would fit. An axe throwing booth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another historical demonstration. Is they'll have like wood chopping booths and axe throw, like historical demonstration booth. You have your axe throwing, you have your like double saws, you have
archery there.
You could have some archery there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I kind of dig. I think I
like
want to change the ceramics to the historical
demonstration
booth. Yeah.
I just have the idea of like this woodsman type, woods person type character that like does a lot of that like primitive living type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to keep saying dryad every time we talk about the woodworker. But I assume we're doing all humans.
I mean, you could have a
We
secret
can
Fae
make
in
one
there.
of another.
They don't carve wood; they shape it with their
I
ability.
was going to say it's shaped to look like it's carved. Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but
is-
you wouldn't do a
that's
lot of that other.
amazing.
You wouldn't do a lot of that other primitive living. Actually,
No, but
Depending
Jesse, I
depending
think
on
is talking
how
about the
you-
woodworker, not the
woodworker,
historical
okay.
demonstration.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was thinking historical demonstration. I'm like someone who really truly like only takes that from the land, which will help benefit it. Like, yes, there are times when you do want to remove a giant tree because it's ruining the growth below it.
Or
And that
it's
kind
you
of stuff.
need it to, well, make a house.
Yeah, but if you pick the right trees, that's going to help the forest grow to make
Yes.
your house. It's going to be
exactly.
I love that. All right, so our dispensary tent is absolutely a mage.
Oh yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
but not have the dryad run the dispensary.
I was about to say, like, is this how Sapling's parents met, or what? Like,
The two were next to each other? Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
No, you have a half sibling out there now.
Oh no. Which half though? Because if they're full dryad, they're better than me. So like,
I don't know. I kind of love the dryad. The legalized dispenser is definitely is a dryad. Is at least a failing dryad.
Yeah, I dig that.
Failing dryad,
they got
stoner.
the best stuff.
I mean, it doesn't affect them because it's not strong enough.
Well, exactly, and they also know how the plants get along, so they do a much better job making their strains and their blends.
Built-in spells, fog cloud.
Yes.
Yeah. The best way to get rich is to not sample your product.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the richest pirates, the rum
Yep.
runners, got famous. That's how Captain Morgan did.
Yeah, we need more spells other than fog cloud.
Well, obviously something like confusion or
Confusion. I mean, illusion is absolutely up there.
Yeah.
Except it would be more hallucination.
Bad trip. That one's called bad trip.
yeah, bad
Ooh,
trip.
that's their offensive. Yep. Bad
Yep.
trip.
I like it. I like it. This is terrible.
And of course, when we By the way, everything is in. So they're going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt to do it because it's all area stuff, like area 2. Every one of their faith spells is an area 2.
Yeah,
because it's always a cloud of some type.
Oh my gosh.
absolutely. All right, and our Crystal Rock salesperson, all the bad stereotypes come to mind.
Hold on.
You've got either two things. You've actually got a dwarf, or you've got or you've got the hippie.
Gargoyle in a trench coat.
No, it's got to be the hippie. It's got to be a hippie
gargoyle.
Hippie gargoyle.
Gosh, can our crystals person be like the healing though? Like they use the crystals to cast and they.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No. Hold on.
I mean, a healer could be useful.
Hold on.
I mean, they're gonna
not a gargoyle
just in case. Don't want them to get bored.
Chat likes our hippie gargoyle.
What are you suggesting? Better than the hippie gargoyle. Give me a sec.
Okay. Or maybe it's Medusa.
No.
Oh. First of all, where is it?
I know.
Sorry, I'm making a construct.
It's
a construct.
Oh god, a construct. A hippie construct.
Hippie construct.
Oh.
They're a sculpted construct.
Gorgon, that was what I'm thinking of, not Medusa.
Yeah,
Gorgon.
I was like, I know there's a species they created out of the
hippie
construct.
Golem construct.
Are they crystal
sculpted sculpted construct?
No, yeah, the sculpted construct. I would change it to sculpted.
Yeah, that's just terrible. And they, by the way, are absolutely a mage.
But they could definitely be the martial healer.
I was gonna say probably a healer.
Oh god, they're a cleric.
Look wise, all of their their arms, so they actually wear like long sleeves no matter what. But like they have all the different healing crystals just embedded in the sculpt.
Oh, there are like so macro. It looks like a macrame sweater. But literally the crystals are like.
By the way, we're gonna come back to the hippie gargoyle. I love it way too much for us to drop that hippie gargoyle.
Yeah, I agree.
That's gonna be a whole other thing.
Maybe a character.
That'll be a protagonist at some point.
The hippie gargoyle needs a short story.
Or maybe we could do something with it when we're dealing with the country club or something.
Not wearing crystals embedded.
Mm-hmm. But the macrame sweater makes it look like they're in the sweater.
Since they're sculpted, the crystals are actually embedded in their body.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
People just think it's like makeup or glued on or something anyway.
Because it's just very loosely macrame.
I was gonna say it looks like body jewelry, like yeah.
How can I get some of that? Oh,
what if they powderized the crystals enough to make it almost like glitter? And that's the way
they're literally just sparkly.
Yes.
We've got a perpetually sparkly character. Oh god.
It's a look.
That's for sure.
Oh man, that's amazing. Sculpted construct, embedding crystals.
We're horrible. This is nothing new.
It's absolutely
so
nothing
we do have to figure out one major thing.
Yeah.
They have to have a spell or an item that lets them appear normal, because while a flesh golem could look like a very scarred person, This is a sculpted golem. So one of their crystals has to be like a spell or an artifice item that makes them basically be able to activate that, and for a time it basically creates the illusion of.
So it's it's very much just a
they have like a choker that's
like a glamour.
Controls.
Yeah,
it's a glamour.
So it's part of it's. God help me.
I feel like we got very distracted.
It's just part of the glitter that's, it's part of the glitter that's across their chest and stuff. That's how it shines enough to give them the glamour. It's terrible. I know.
I regret nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. All right, so we have bad guys, and we have whatever the heck group of players we just came up with. What is it? This is a one shot. So what is the goal?
By the way, the other thing I like about this
goal
is that all of these concepts are completely gender agnostic.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So,
okay, so what if every year it's the same crew, right? And there's usually like a home business or whatever that they make soy candles. And this year they're not there because the MLM forced them out, and they have the candles they're trying to make and sell. And so then our group is trying to sabotage the MLM.
I think this has got to be more powerful. This has got to be the two MLMs going at the Fae essential oils.
This is basically an incursion event.
Well, all we need is them getting into some sort of actual physical fight that causes damage to
that spreads.
Other booths. The minute you start damaging one booth,
the two MLMs are next to each other.
How about they're across from each other, like it's a field setup?
Yeah. So across from each other,
directly across, so they can see each other.
They're not that close, but they're close enough.
Yeah.
Getting on each other's nerves.
And they keep sending each other like over to sabotage and that kind of stuff.
And they both have minions, so
yeah.
So it definitely starts with each of their little minions going over and doing something.
I definitely set this one in like a field, maybe a park.
I mean, if it's a Celtic fair type thing, it's absolutely in a field somewhere.
Yeah, they're always in like
small
a fairground.
Town.
A fairground of something like that.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't think about fairgrounds. Sorry, because we missed out on the. I can already tell you where the legalized dispensary tent is currently positioned. Right next to the food.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the brewer's on the other side of the food.
100. No, they're dead in the middle.
Gotta optimize that setup.
They need the electricity set hook up.
So the two MLMs are across from each other. They start using their minions to sabotage each other. It eventually devolves into violence, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like certain really good initial incidents could be things like a group of maybe 3 or 4 of the candle company are like walking by with like jarred candles that they're holding low so that the smoke goes through it, like they're passing by the essential oils ones to try to counteract the effect.
Oh, yeah.
Just little sabotages back and forth, definitely.
Yep.
And the other one puts little droplets of their essential oil on their candles.
Oh yeah, like they'll pass through and like make sure that like lids are a little greasy so that when people touch it, they get a little.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. All right, so candle minions.
Steal the business cards from the one and replace them with their own.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
No. That's not playing dirty enough. It's you.
That's where it starts.
Leave
it escalates.
You leave the business cards, but you smear a little essential oil on them.
Too subtle, I think.
I mean, it could escalate where the other one literally starts setting them on fire.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna happen.
Oh, I expect fire at some point. A booth will be burned down.
Probably more than one, which is what gets the others involved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Getting out of hand.
You could definitely set this up as when it comes to the party, everyone knows each other because they're like the same people who come to the same craft fair.
I mean, we all
absolutely.
know it absolutely happens. It's you become a small family regardless. You know, I mean, that's
I vended the whole 2 different cons over a 2-3 year period, and I still hate no vendors.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, like I was just trying to include like ways for the party to get together while we were talking this. Like you can have them already know each other while you're typing.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could if someone wants to say, hey, I'm a newcomer to this, that's very easily done. I mean, especially if you're playing it in a state where maybe cannabis was just legalized, and you wanted to set it in your own state, you could definitely make the legalized dispensary tint be the new person
guy
on the block.
Yeah.
The new person on the row.
Oh, and the fire spreads to his tent first.
Oh no! Oh no! Cast confusion on the whole crowd.
All right, everybody make a health check for intoxication.
Woo!
Oh, terrible. I love it.
But yeah, it's just going to devolve into basically essentially a food fight, but via products.
Yeah, it's going to get ugly, which I really, really like. So what's the win condition for the party?
I think either completely diffusing the situation and finding a good, reasonable reason to have them kicked out would be a very good win condition. It's going to go a non-conflict way.
Or literally destroy their booths to the point they can't sell anything.
Getting them knocked out and arrested is another one. Because if it does go to pure violence because people want to combat,
right?
I mean, knocking them out and getting them all and getting the police involved is a very easy way.
Literally, if your characters, people take the blacksmith and the author and the martial artist, it's like they chose violence.
Yeah.
All while not getting on the organizers' bad side.
Right.
Because they don't want to get kicked out themselves.
Right.
Now remember, this is actually, to me, what is great about this is that this is not only a good, you could just throw this in and no one could play one of these. You could literally just be a team that's having a day out on the town.
Yeah.
Like, hey, there's this local fair. This is also a really good like incursion event one. If people wanted to, like, this is our first session ever. Everyone wants to continue to play these. And you could have the end game be after they've resolved this, roll into maybe forming their own team, maybe getting recruited by a independent esoteric organization, being recruited by the OTA.
I dig that. Yeah, there's a lot of options here for this. A lot. Anything else we're missing from this one shot?
Basically, who do we want to define? Like, who are the officials or anything? The basically who you're trying to stay hidden from.
We should probably define
the organizers.
So
the Ruby tier.
Oh, we definitely need some stats for the 2 MLM people.
Is what? Probably Um,
Let me go. Can you scroll up to what their abilities are again? Because we did roughly, and I just want to remember what we made the ruby tier.
if I can find it. There we go.
They were
Chemicals,
tanky.
Yeah, they're kind of minus HEC plus armor. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they have that crystal form that makes them super tanky.
No, they're chemical. They are a chemical.
Oh,
What's the word?
like Jekyll and Hyde.
They're
Yeah,
a chemical other.
yeah, they're a chemical other,
So
which
they
makes
are,
it so much better. Makes it so much better.
So yeah, so ruby tier running the booth.
Probably a couple turquoise with them.
Oh, easily. Maybe a few garnets that they recruited, and it's like their first outing.
With and that chemical other is going to be probably mid-level.
Yeah.
So
Not too high.
if things
Yeah.
do get violent, you're definitely going to have some violent stuff happen.
Especially with that their body turning to crystal and getting extra armor.
Yeah. Other mid-level.
The other MLM, I think, has a collection of casters.
But yeah. All right, and then the Kindle seller is one mid-level artificer.
Yeah.
And probably 3 low-level.
Yeah.
That's ugly combat, by the way.
And that
your party better
trick,
have some skills.
Yeah, well, and that's the trick, is that when you think about it, with the ruby tier and the turquoises, they would like, the real trick with them is that none of them are going to be like actively casting. They're all going to be like activating. So like,
yeah,
a little bit of the essential oils, and all of a sudden I can punch a little harder.
Yeah,
you know, I need to take my turn to light a candle, and now I can flame shoot out.
Exactly.
Oh shoot, that was my decongestant essential oil. I need my hit harder essential oil. That needs to be a lock.
Hold on, no. Oh no, hold on. Put a little essential oil underneath my nose, gets me decongested. I sneeze, hurricane.
I love it. All right. And someone just printed to my printer, so if it comes across, I apologize.
It's coming across.
Happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been printing this entire time. I'm finally down to within my last hour of print.
All right. This happens.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see that on stream. That's awesome. Yep.
So, I mean, except for like maybe making a nice generic map that can be like in any park or fairground.
Yeah, I think this is pretty solid, and we'll add it to our list of things to settle.
We definitely have to stat out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. For
for
those who are wondering, when we do these things, we are planning to actually put these together and make these available. Not sure if it's going to be for purchase or if it's going to be on the subscription side of things on the website.
Column A, column B?
Possibly. Starting after the first of the year, after we've got a couple of these under our belt, and I have time to breathe. That's kind of the more important thing once we put these together. So, when we do this in the kind of more put together form, the characters will all be statted out. We'll have some other options, hopefully including some maps and things. But it has now been almost an hour, and we are quickly running up on our time. Anything else that we want to mention about this stuff?
Well, do the people in so for those people who are watching, anybody in chat, is there anything that we think that we've missed? Anything that like you're like, hey, what about this? Or do you have any questions that you would like to see fulfilled in this before we kind of like put this on the back burner for us to work on later? And give that a few minutes because I know there's some lag.
So folks, for stuff coming up, we are getting ready to send to the manufacturer a brand new card game called Stealing Scenes Action. It is a fun resource-based card game, 2 to 6 players, plays in about 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, where you have everybody is a stunt person for an action movie star. Your goal is to use the resources in your hand to be able to steal the scenes, earn enough points, and catch the director's eye. Hopefully we'll be releasing that in the late spring, as soon as we get it back from the manufacturer. Hoping that we avoid Chinese New Year, but that's iffy at this point. And price point on that is going to be $22 for the box for the game. So it'll be fun.
Really?
That would be David.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat. Is David saying stuff in the chat?
Yes.
Well, David, you just missed the whole thing. So
Yeah. Yeah. David
We're
just said,
doing
shouldn't
work.
you be doing some real work? David, I'm pimping the
were.
card game that we're doing. So that is
And,
technically real work.
Also, everything we're doing here is real work because it will be
Yeah.
part of the game.
Yes, it is. And everything we do here is canon. So this crazy stuff that we just came up with is actually canon in the game. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the session. Hopefully we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, depending on holidays and schedules and stuff like, I don't know, the fact that I'm actually having eye surgery tomorrow. So, yeah, life happens,
Sorry for
I
the
guess.
X Factor, folks.
can I
Yep.
try to make us raid tonight?
Say what?
I want to see if I can get us to raid out to somebody. I picked a D&D channel.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm going to end the stream.
Well,
I
you
gotta
have
get
to
off
leave the
and-
stream on for half a second until we get there.
Okay, that's fine. I can
Let's
do
see.
that.
Let's see if it works for me. Oh, why does it invalid
So, folks, if you want to
username?
stick around with us, we'd like to thank you so much as we help to raid another channel.
Yes.
How is it invalid username? That's literally the username.
More technical issues.
Where
Well,
is
I
the
want to
raid
learn how to
button?
play this first, because I mean, we should be rating so that we can get more attention out there.
Yes.
It's a mod view.
And by the way,
Cool.
for those of you who have joined us, if you can actually get a few more, lean on a couple more people to subscribe to us, we are almost to the threshold where we can actually monetize this. Which, thank you so much for following, favoriting. I'm such a noob at Twitch, but anyways, and I thank you. Were you successful in getting the?
No, I don't know why it does not like it. Just telling me everything's an invalid username, and it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So
That's so
we'll have to play
bizarre.
with this. We'll have
We
to
will
play
figure
with-
that out, folks, and hopefully
We
we'll
absolutely
be
will
able to do
figure that
some
out.
raids.
Again, technical issues. With that being said, though, I do want to say thank you for joining us so much. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And we appreciate your help coming up with this stuff because, frankly, this is much more fun when you guys participate. Anything else? If not, we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Sound good?
Yep. We'll see you then.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.